Okay, hello, welcome to the channel. If you are new, if you're returning, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be testing out the Fine Tec Iridescent Watercolors, and I will also be comparing them to the Kuretake Gansai Tambi Opal Watercolors. Now I'm going to go ahead and open these. These are both mica based. This is a Japanese watercolor, whereas this is made in Germany. This is just a soft palette box with the pans in it. They are larger than normal. You're still getting a half pan. It's just not as full. And they keep the information about the pigment on the back of the pan as well as behind the pan in the box. But this is what the Kuretake set looks like up close. I don't know if you can see the colors coming through or not. And then the Fine Tec set looks like this. It is mica based. The pearlescent set that they have is also mica based, so I don't know if the difference is just the amount of pigment that they add into the watercolor, or if it has to do with the amount of mica that they're adding. But this will be interesting to see what they look like on the paper. I'm going to go ahead and swatch them on the white paper and over black to show how opaque they are and how well the colors show up on black paper. So I'm going to add a little bit of water to each one to activate them. These do usually dry pretty quickly. So we'll start off with the gold. And you're not really going to see much pigment on the paper. Straight down, it's more of when you turn the paper that you'll notice it, and when it's on the black. Trying to be a little bit generous with how much I'm applying so we can get good coverage. Okay, and then this is the gold. It is color number 5624. They do sell individual pans that you can buy to replace the ones that you need or to build your own palette. They also have empty tins that you can buy that work with these pans because they actually snap out, and there's a ring on the back that holds it in place, so it doesn't fit in regular palettes to hold in place. So this is the copper gold, or golden copper. It does have a little bit of cloudiness to the pigment when you're applying it to the paper. When you let it dry, that cloudiness goes away. Okay, and then we're going to do the light purple. Next is amethyst. And that light purple is more of a pink color. It really shows up on the black more so than the white. These are good for accents in paintings. Okay, next is the sapphire blue. And then last but not least, the jade green. I am not going to do my salt test on these since they're harder to see, and I would not be going for that kind of effect with these kind of paints. Okay, so these are the colors in the set, and this is what it looks like up close. We'll let that dry and take another peek, but compared to the pearlescent line, they are not as opaque. They are a bit more transparent, not as bright in colors, but it does have a nice pearl effect there, whereas this does have the iridescent. So when you're looking straight down on the white paper, you don't have a lot of pigment until you see to the side, then you get the effect. But it does show up quite a bit better on the black. Compared to the Kuretake Gansai Tambi, it's the same colors basically, just different order. I think that the Fine Tec looks to be a little bit more opaque and have more of a shine to it, but they are really, really close in effect. This looks more matte. Of course, this is still drying, so we'll give that a minute. And I usually like to do a lift test to see how well the paint lifts. So I'll take a damp brush usually and just kind of go over a spot a couple times to see how well I can get the pigment to lift off the page. So it is lifting a bit, but it still leaves a bit of a shimmer behind. Go ahead and try to lift some of the copper, although it kind of, as it's drying, looks like a pink more than a copper. Okay. Then we've got the light purple. This is lifting fairly easy. Amethyst. Okay, so as you can see, you can lift quite a bit, but there will still be a trace of the pigment behind once you lift it. I'm going to go ahead and dry this really quick with the hair dryer and come back and then try to write over it with a white pencil. Okay, so now that it's dry, I'm going to go ahead and try going over it with just a white chalk pencil. See if you can go over it really easy, which it looks like you can. It shows up really well over the top. The white side, it goes over as well. which is good to know. So if I decide I want to use a pencil over the top, then I know that I will be able to do so. I don't know how well like a colored pencil will go over. It looks like it will just fine. So you can apply pencils over the top. Now that this is drying, if you look at it a certain direction, it does have a cloudiness still. I was hoping that would go away because when I did the pearlescent set, I didn't have that problem. The pearl set lost its cloudiness once it dried, except for the black after sitting a bit. I mean, it looks like there might have been like some separation of the pigment, but the Kuretake set did not have as bad as a cloudiness. I don't know if you can see it side by side, but it is a little less cloudy. So they're both really nice paints. I'm a little disappointed by the Fine Tec. I was expecting it to be more like the Pearl, but I'm not too disappointed because this is more just for giving a little bit of a color effect when you turn it. That cloudiness is really bothersome, so I don't know. It's going to have to be something that I don't need in mind having a cloudiness on. So I'm kind of concerned what exactly I'm going to do with that. Hopefully over time as it dries some more, maybe that cloudiness will clear up. But, you know, I was expecting a bit more so far. Of the Fine Tec, I think the pearls are my favorite versus the iridescent, and between the iridescent, I'm actually going to say I like the Kuretake Gansai Tambi a little bit better unless this clears up. So that will be it for this video. I just wanted to do a comparison and swatch. I think the next video is going to be the swatching and review for the Derwent ChromaFlow pencils. I also have a set of Daniel Smith mineral watercolors that I need to swatch out and test and do a piece with. So that will be coming up as well, amongst other things with the subscription boxes coming in. So I hope you're here to join me for those videos and try these out with me to see what I can do with them. So I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good day.